What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going over the price action again on volatility 51s, and it's the second day of November. It's Tuesday. Only took one little trade today, and this thing I made like $8 or $9, something like that. And so that's pretty much how I managed to make like $10 on the account. So the account is now almost at $40. Slowly growing it because, like I say, not really much time to sit at the chart and take trades, and I'm not getting the entries to do any swing trading. But nevertheless, there are some good trades in this market. So going over the price action today, let me see if I can refresh this thing. Should I reset this template? See how quick I can do this. So blank. So see if I can add this thing. Load template. This is for a 4-hour chart. Open. Boom. Then add this one. Load template. That's it. Alright, and just save this template as H1. Yes, that's it. So yeah, man. So starting from the daily time frame. So today we went above the previous daily high from right out the back. Close it a long week on the candle here, but we manipulated down here. And out last night I was saying I was just going to just take a random buy once I realized that we had done manipulated to the downside, but I didn't want to risk the entire account because I don't know how far we would have came. So I didn't do that, you know. So that is where the market um, traded down to here and then went up. So previous daily low currently is here, traded down into about 25% of this candle, or 30% there about before we managed to push up. Took out this high, and traded up into this supply zone. Didn't sustain all the gains, we kind of sold off from the latter part of the day. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, the current 4-hour candle is pushing all the way down. We already from 7, about 2.5 hours in. It's about 2 and 45 minutes into the current day, which would have been Wednesday, but pretty much one-sided price action today. So we open here, a bit of a manipulative move, and then we just run to the upside. Going down to the 1-hour time frame. So I got an entry, let me see, right here. This is where I got an entry after I realized that we already had come back to manipulate here, and I took an entry here. Stops were below here, and I had that initial TP up here, but I was realizing that the market was, well, rejecting a little bit on the lower time frame, and I just came out of the trade. I just took one little 0.05. I should have just, if I had taken a bigger size, then I could have closed out someone, just leave a runner. Or I could have just left that runner and just to break even and leave it still. But you know, it is what it is. So we're right back where we started out. So let us see if this is now a sell off or we're going to continue to the upside. Let's get right into the entries. So So today we had both buys and sells going into the open. Wrong tool. So initially we just sprung off from the 7 p.m. open of the new day, ran up, ran this internal high here before rejecting, and we got this nice sell off, consolidated here before breaking out. So this is an entry here, another one here for running these highs. This was the previous weekly high and previous monthly high, and we tapped into it, and then we got a nice sell off coming back down to this little level before we traded back up. So a bit of a consolidatory move. So when we came back down and took out liquidity below these lows, we tapped into this fair value gap, and that's when I took an entry. Once it rejected and saw the 50-minute candle flip, I took a entry right there. My stops were below here, and I exit here. For that is pretty much 1 to 2. I should have exited here, but it is what it is. Like I was getting ready for work, and I just took the trade, and nice the scalp. Nevertheless, this trade ran for over one, probably almost 1 to 6, or probably 1 to 10, depending on how you calculate the risk to reward. I didn't measure the exact stock, but this trade that I caught like $8 from, so $8 from here, I could have caught all of this, and this is, measure this, so here, 2, 3, 4. This one could have got a little taller, about here. So based on this size stop, this will be 2, 4, 6, 8, almost 1 to 10 on that trade. So we got one entry there before we pull back. This gave us another entry. This could have been a nice little breakout after the consolidation as well. But we went up, rejected. This gave us a nice little sell opportunity to come down here. And then we got a nice little buy from here. One entry there, another one there, then this one there. Then we consolidated, broke out to the upside for an entry in the afternoon. So this afternoon entry gave us this push here, went back up to run this internal high, so run the current day's high, couldn't maintain the momentum, and so we broke back down. So this gave us a sell here, consolidated, and the new day already open. Let us see if we're going to continue higher. Already formed a week on the daily time frame, so this would be a long week if we should flip this daily candle back to the upside. So let us see if we get that. Where we came back down into is not really a zone on this time frame, but let us see if we get any continuation to back to the upside. We had 1 15-minute candle already flipped, so let us see if we're going to continue to the upside. That is it for today's video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.